Assalamualaikum and hello again everyone. How are you today? I hope everybody is doing fine. Are you ready for today's lesson? Let's start. Year 5, Unit 2, Days, Lesson 3, Present Simple. The objective of today's lesson is, by the end of the lesson, you will be able to use the present simple to talk about facts and routines. So, for today's lesson, there are 4 activities that we're going to do. Firstly, the introduction of present simple. Next, we are going to learn how to use the present simple in affirmative sentence. Then, we are going to learn how to use the present simple in negative sentence. And finally, a task for you to do. Activity 1. Introduction. Let's watch a video about present simple, shall we?
Tell me about Dad's day.
Dad gets up at 8 o'clock. He goes to work at the space station. Every day he starts work at 10 o'clock. He doesn't have lunch at home. He has lunch on the moon. He finishes work at 2 p.m.
I don't work at a space station. I make computer games. I don't have lunch on the moon. I have lunch in the office. I get up at 7 a.m. He gets up at 6 a.m. You don't get up at 7 a.m.
There are 3 usages for present simple. We use present simple to talk about present truth. For example, she is a doctor. Next, we also use present simple to talk about habits. For example, he brushes his teeth every day. And finally, we use present simple to talk about facts. For example, the sun sets in the west. Now, let's move on to the next activity. Activity 2. Present simple, affirmative. Let's learn how to form affirmative sentences using present simple. To construct a sentence, always remember that a sentence consists of subject, verb, object, or complement. I get up at 7 a.m. He gets up at 7 a.m. She gets up at 7 a.m. It gets up at 7 a.m. You go to school by bus. They go to school by bus. We go to school by bus. Please take note here. We add s to verb when the subject is singular. Singular means one. Now, let's learn the spelling rules for adding s. Number 1. Add s to most verbs. For example, big, bigs, play, plays, speak, speaks. Number 2. Add es when a verb ends with o, sh, ch, or x. For examples, go, goes, brush, brushes, watch, watches, relax, relaxes. Number 3. Minus y and add ies when a verb ends with a consonant y. For examples, study, studies, try, tries. And finally, number 4. The third person of have is has. Now, let's practice. Compare the sentences. Then, match A to D with spellings rules 1 to 4. A. I study a lot. Her older daughter studies. So, which rule applies to these sentences? That's right, number 3. Minus y and add ies when a verb ends with a consonant y. Next one, B. We have breakfast at 7:30 a.m. He has breakfast. So, which rule applies to these sentences? Yes, that's right. Number 4. The third person of have is has. Next one, C. My brother and I go to school. He goes to work. So, which one? That's right. Number 2. Add es when a verb ends with o, sh, ch, or x. And finally, D. I get up at 7 a.m. Noel gets up at 4:45 a.m. So, the answer is yes, number 1. Add s to most verbs. For example, play, plays. Next, activity 3. Present simple, negative. Now, let's learn how to form negative sentence using present simple. I do not get up at 7 a.m. Or you can use contractions. I don't get up at 7 a.m. He does not get up at 7 a.m. She doesn't get up at 7 a.m. It does not get up at 7 a.m. You do not go to school by bus. They do not go to school by bus. We don't go to school by bus. Now, let's practice. Complete the sentences below based on the text on page 24. So, you may refer to your textbook, page 24, to get the answers. Then, choose the correct words in rules 1 to 3, page 25. Okay, number 1. When he has a break, he doesn't relax. Number 2. The younger children don't help. Number 3. Sue doesn't watch TV a lot. Number 4. The Redfords don't usually go to restaurants. Next, let's choose the correct words for the rules. Number 1. We use don't or doesn't after he, she, and it to make negative sentences. So, which one is the answer? Yes, that's right. The answer is doesn't. Number 2. We use don't, doesn't after I, you, we, and they to make negative sentences. So which one is the answer? That's right. The answer is don't. And finally, number 3. In negative sentences, the main verb sometimes or never ends with an S. So the answer is never. Alright, very good everyone. I hope with this practice help you to have better understanding on how to use present simple to form affirmative and negative sentences. Activity 4. Task to do. Please complete the exercise given in your E1 or E2 book. You may pause this video to copy the exercise in your E1 or E2 book. Well, I think that's all for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. See you next time. Bye!